Hi, everybody. We're back in InDesign today, and we're going to make an ad by placing an image and adding some copy, and I'll teach you how to format that text. Let's share the screen. And the first thing we're going to do is create a new desktop. Okay, so click on your desktop area, press File, New Folder, and we're going to name this Swedish Sashimi. And I've already downloaded from the Bloomsbury Graphic Design Essentials resources page, the Swedish sashimi.jpg file. And we'll just drag that into the folder. Now, why is it so important to focus on that before we even get into the software? Because InDesign is going to want to know where the image is. It will link it. So that term linked is very important to InDesign. Otherwise, it won't reproduce your image properly. Okay, so let's start a new document. And in the new document window, we'll stick with our print letter default size, and I will use inches, but you can certainly use centimeters if you prefer. I will turn off facing pages. We're doing a one page, one column advertising design. Let's press create. We're moving directly into the frame tool because we have a full-size image, and we are going to use an advertising industry standard of 8 by 10 inches. If you are in the UK, 8 by 10 in centimeters is 20 by 32 centimeters by 25.40. Now we're going to position this frame into the center of the page. And since the margins are inadequate for this frame, we can toggle off the visibility of the margins. So Command semicolon toggles off the visibility of those margins that we were just looking at, the pink lines. Okay, let's place our Swedish sashimi image. We have the frame selected, and we'll press Command D for File, Place, and we'll choose our Swedish Sashimi JPEG. And it's already pretty well sized, but if we choose our white direct selection tool and click on the image, we can see that we've got a little bit more information on the left and right of this image. And I think since we're featuring this particular in-focused Swedish sashimi, I'd like to see the whole tail. So you can drag the image so that it moves all the way to the right edge. And sometimes when I'm fine tuning an image placement, I will use my keyboard arrow keys for that sort of work. Okay, so I'm happy with this. I'm going to switch back to my black selection tool and lock this into place because I want to add my copy and I don't want it to, the background image to move around as I'm adding copy. So Object, where's my lock? There it is. It wasn't showing for a sec. Like, how did I fix that? I clicked away for a sec and then clicked again. So you have to have an object selected in order to lock it. Notice the keyboard shortcut is different from the locking keyboard shortcut in Illustrator. This one's a little more logical. It's Command L. Okay, let's go directly to our type tool. And my former student, Corey, made a clever headline, Swedish sashimi, and then an asterisk, which is if you hold your shift key and hit the number 8, you get the asterisk. Well, let's highlight this, and we want to change from the default values Minion Pro to Gil Sans regular. And the reason that was chosen specifically was the quality of the asterisk. It's a classic asterisk in the Gil Sans regular. Okay, and I'm going to make it 22 points. So it's larger, but the default color, of course, is black, and we would like this to be better coordinated with this beautiful image. So I'm going to highlight that text, and then I'm going to take the regular eyedropper tool and click on my image. And I'm wondering, it didn't actually work. So what happens if I unlock my image and go back with that? I have to have the text highlighted for the text to change. Notice the little T in the fill color. And then take my eyedropper again and click. And I think that worked that time. Yes. So now we have the beautiful warm white rice color for the headline. And then we have another piece of copy, which is a play on that asterisk, which is, you know, in the US and elsewhere, it's a food served, you know, raw warning sign. So her copy, Corey's copy, is food served, soft, and chewy. Okay. And if I highlight this copy and I use my eyedropper and I click as close as possible as I can to the type, I can get the type characteristics copied into that text. I can fix the little typo I had, press Command A, so I select everything in that, and then I want to make this supporting copy only 12 points in terms of clear visual hierarchy of how you want your viewers to read your path layout. So the goal here is to have the image attract the attention, and they will see the larger text and then see the smaller text in the lower left. I'm pressing Command 0 so we can see the full page. Now, notice we've got blue boxes around all of these objects, and that's a little distracting from our evaluation of the design. So press the W key and you can see your design without the boxes showing. And whenever I'm right aligning text, I often will right align that inside the text window so I can get more accurate placement. And I basically want to have a fairly equivalent margin on the top and the right, just for comfort, classic. And the same would be true down here for this supporting copy. Maybe I need to add another asterisk here before this. Okay, well, we're done, everybody. So let's save this work. Command S is the keyboard shortcut to save our Swedish sash. And we're going to save it as an InDesign document, and that's where we can go back and make changes if we needed to. And then we were also going to, if we wanted to print it at this point, we would press Command P to print. We don't need to do that. And Command E to save it as a PDF for sharing or showing off to your friends. Okay. Well done, everybody. See you again.